And you are looking at an amazing man, an incredible man who's been through a tremendous deal. But, John, you and I were just talking, your faith throughout this, you soothed the racing community more so than we could possibly have helped you. Where does that faith come from?
Well, I appreciate that question. Of course, that faith comes from the Holy Spirit, but it comes from feeling the reality of God's love amongst his people and amongst the people of this earth. Eric was a very compassionate person. He had Christ in his heart, and it's Christ's ultimate sacrifice that gives us a trip home through the Holy Spirit, through God's love, and through Jesus Christ. And that the Holy Spirit is what gives you the strength and the peace that it takes to get through this.
It's got to be that same spirit that's going to now lead you forward as you work on some of these changes that John Force has talked about that you're going to help spearhead as well. But what does it feel like to be back at the racetrack?
Well, it's actually home. This was Eric's home. He loved that race car. He loved what he did. He touched so many people through this community that to be away from here would be like being on a vacation away from your home. And so I feel a lot of comfort here. I feel Eric's here. Eric would be at these races cheering on every one of the competitors, no matter what it was. And he's after me constantly. He said, keep working on them, Dad. He said, I'll be here when you get here.
We're still thinking of you, and thank you for all your support and everything that you do, man.
Yeah, and continuing with John Force, and John, that man has some incredible strength.
Yes, he does, and he's got the best man in his corner. You know who that is, and I love John Medlen, and that's why the question that you ask, and I loved Eric Medlen, like with a love you can't imagine. Yes, you can, okay? It's about children, and it's about our future. And that's what our game plan is right now. Not just to run out and try to throw another race car out there and prove that we can win a championship. That's not what it's all about. Our direction now is safety, and we're working close with NHRA. We're talking to Kenny Bernstein and Pro. That's where we got to go to make all of this mean something. And that's going to be John Medlen's direction, and that's why that car right now is not on the high deal of interviewing, talking to drivers. We're going to go down this road. We're going to make sense of all this, get stronger from this, and come out of this fighting and maybe pull a championship out of this. That's what it's all about. That's what Eric would have wanted, and that's what we're going to do.
And that's why this man is an absolute champion. John, thanks for spending the time in the booth with us.
Thank you.
We go away with one more look at Eric Medlen. As we think about the upcoming sessions yet to go in the remainder of the day, and everybody continues to think about Eric.